Sometime you may think of this topic that you are studying a subject like any subject you can take physics, math, chemistry, or any philosophy, history, and all these. And mainly, if you focus on physics, you on maths also, and you get to know that earlier we used to listen the name like Einstein, Newton, Maxwell, Nikola Tesla, Faraday, Ramanujan, Gauss, and there were so many mathematicians also. Okay, and you get to know that nowadays we are not listening that kind of name, and we think that the physics has finished or physics has stopped at the top level, top point. And same thing for maths as well. You think that why the next Einstein is not coming, why next Ramanujan is not coming, what does it mean that now intelligent people does not exist or they have finished. So you may think like this, but this is not completely correct, as I can think of this question, that is that why these people are not getting birth. So I think that the main reason is that nowadays, as you know, that in our India and whole world, people are mainly oriented towards the money. And I think if you just observe in our country that there is one exam like this competitive exam like engineering, medical, JEE, NEET. So most of the brilliant students are preparing for those exams, and they when they get chance to go in IITs, they are going there and they are making their career in engineering. And engineering highly hardly they are inventing something new or doing any kind of theoretical work. They are just working in software, in finance. Some of them are working in finance also, and working in business, and they're just trying to earn more and more money. And this is their use of science and technology, or their intellectual things that they have. And some of them also working in some other high companies, IT companies, and they are working, they are using their mind and trying to produce some product. That's fine, but I don't think that there is any great kind of invention or discovery they are doing. So you may feel that now science, physics, chemistry, all this has finished, but this is not completely correct. Nowadays I would say that there are so many things which are happening in physics and maths. Those are very advanced, and which is completely out of, sometimes out of a normal person to understand. All those things people cannot understand, and which are also not in syllabus because they are very difficult, and there is need of having the knowledge of some higher maths or higher physics. And people don't have all those things in mind. In people, it's very difficult for a common person to understand these things. So it is happening that the only people who are at the top levels, who are very intelligent, sharp minded, only those people can understand that kind of things. And nowadays the research and discovery which are happening, that is not happening based on individual person, that is happening based on a team or laboratory. And then the whole, the many names are coming, so we feel that why next Einstein is not coming. So nowadays works are happening in group, in labs. So it's become very difficult for all of us to remember the name of all those people. So this is also a reason. And I would say that there are so many things which are happening nowadays. And is yes, this is completely correct to say that nowadays people are money oriented. They are not oriented towards the science, they are not oriented towards the exploring in deep way. They think that let's do the work which is good for the people and which is good for them. So money is coming in first time, money is coming in existence, people, because if you are chasing the money, you can get name, fame, and good life, a luxurious life, and you can enjoy that. And everyone wants to enjoy that. And other thing is that in science there is need of a lot of sacrifice, a lot of challenges. And sometimes maybe that if you have this courage that you can do work for this work, this invention, and without any recognition, if you have this much courage, then there is possible that you can do something better in science. Otherwise, if you feel that you want to get something within 2 years, 3 years, that's going to be very difficult in science. Science demands sacrifice, patience, and a lot of hard work from your side. If you listen, if you just read the autobiography, any books based on scientists, you get to know that they just do hard work day and night, and the only equations, only some problems, some moons and stars, how to solve the problems. These things are just running in their mind continuously, and they are thinking of how to solve these things. You can read, you can just search something about Einstein, Newton, Nikola Tesla, and Hawkins also. So these are some peoples, and Ramanujan also. So these are some peoples that whom were thinking about these things continuously, and then they achieve something in these fields. And I think that in these times people are having less patience and they just want to enjoy the life. They feel that if you don't enjoy the life, it is going to be sacrifice. And what about the enjoyment? So enjoyment is coming first, patience, sacrifice, and just do something great in this field. I think the desire is little decreasing, and people feel let's enjoy the life, that is first. I think that youth need to understand that how we can contribute in science field, and for that there is a need of thirst inside, that how you can get inspiration from the peoples who did work in this field, and how we can contribute from our side. And I would say that the scientists, the mathematicians who are working, they are not only professionals, they are also like they are just kind of a sant, yogi, because they are working so peacefully, patientfully, having purpose, but still they have selfless service. I think this kind of motivation we are getting, and we should be, there's a need for the students, for the people who want to be, who want to go in science field, who want to make their career. There's a need to have this mindset that let's do work, we will do hard work from our side, and let's see what we can bring it together for the people of this world, to make this world more beautiful. So this is what I had in my mind, and I thought that we should not be disappointed that we cannot produce some great scientists in the future. We can produce, and there is a need to understand, to think deeply, and to do hard work also. I think these are some components which can help us. Okay, and this obviously we have to read more and more, because first we have to cover the old knowledge, then we can generate something new. And there are so much old knowledge that to generate, to just read all those things, understand all those things is not an easy task. So there is need of more patience, more hard work, and yes, more intellectual things also. We have to be very sharp from our mind. We have to do work on that. I think if we try to do, if students use these things, definitely they can handle the situations upcoming days, and they can discover something new. Only learning formula and solving problem is not sufficient. Thinking and imagination is very important. So this is what I had in my mind, and I thought let's discuss with you. So don't worry, there will be obviously a next Einstein, maybe someone better than that, as someone maybe will come in its own unique way. So this is what I had, and I thought let's share with you. Thank you.